Hey y'all, so I'm back with another quick tutorial on how to make the scarf that you see there on the screen. I use the Bernat Blanket Extra Yarn to complete this, and I've created another cowl using this type of yarn. Really similar to the yarn that you see on the table, the gray yarn, but it's a little thicker. So it's a 7 bulk, super bulk yarn that works well with a very large crochet hook. So this is a very beginner friendly project because you'll use a really large 19mm crochet hook. You can even use your fingers, but I'm going to show you how to use your hook. So go ahead and let's make ourselves a slip knot. Okay. And as you can see there on the screen, that's how you do a slip knot. And there's tons of different ways of doing slip knots. Once you have your slip knot, go ahead and place that on your very large crochet hook. Now this project is again beginner friendly and it works up really quickly, and I really do like the idea of this project for my beginners because it teaches you how to get used to holding the hook and getting good tension. So go ahead and yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now I will say, by the time you are finished yarning over and pulling through, creating this very long chain that we're going to create, you should be ready to start any type of project, including blankets and other scarves and other things like that. So this is a perfect project if you want to get someone interested in crocheting. This is a perfect way to get them started. In fact, sometimes my little nieces watch me crochet and they'll say, "Auntie, teach me something." And creating projects like this is exactly what I show them to get them started. So just continue making your foundation chain, which is essentially that can be your scarf. Okay, so I'm showing you here, and understand holding the hook and holding the yarn is a technique thing. You really doesn't matter in the very beginning of crocheting. Just wrapping the yarn around the back side of the hook and pulling through, that is the art of the crochet, and then you can get better at holding the yarn, creating tension and all that as you start creating more and more projects. Okay, so just keep working. And I'm gonna say this really quickly. If you wanted to stop here, like once you get a really long chain, you could stop, finish off your work, and create a scarf. It's called a chain scarf, and it's exactly what we're going to do here. However, I'm going to make my chain a little thicker so that it creates a little bit of a bulkier scarf. So in order for me to do that, I'm actually going to do one row of single crochet stitches. Okay, so I'm going to show this to my beginners. So if you already know how to do a row of single crochet stitches, go right on and get started. For my beginners, just pull your yarn apart just a little bit, the chain, and it should be easy to see because our hole should be really nice and big. In that first stitch right there where my thumb is, you're going to insert your crochet hook, pull through, yarn over, and then pull through both of the loops on your crochet hook. Now I'll show you that a few times here, a little bit more increased speed, but pull your yarn apart a little bit, get to that next stitch, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through the bottom too. And I say it, but it's a lot easier if you could just follow there with me on the screen. The hardest part is just making sure that you can find your stitches, and once you do that, you're going to work across the entire row, which is really long at this point, doing single crochet stitches. That's why I say this is a really good project for my beginners, because you really get used to good tension. You get used to working with the yarn as well as working with the hook. So this is what it should be looking like as you completed your second row, essentially, or your first row. You've done a row of your chain stitches, and now you're doing a row of single crochet stitches. Now let's finish this off. So to finish it off, you're going to get to that very last stitch of the row, do a single crochet stitch. Again, this is what it should look like. What you're going to do now is you're going to cut yourself a long tail. So from the working yarn, you're going to pull about 12 inches or so of yarn, cut that off, and then we're going to act as if we're going to do another stitch, but we're not. What we're going to do is once we yarn over, we're going to pull that tail all the way through that loop, and that is going to create us a knot, which is going to secure our project. Now we're ready to construct the scarf. The easiest way to do this is just to go ahead and get yourself a mirror and loop it around your neck and get to the desired look that you're going for. But however, I'm going to show you how I kind of do it here on screen. So I created really big loops I did about 5 loops. That's how much yarn I had created, how much of a chain of yarn I created. So do about 5 big loops. Once I have that completed, I'm going to try it on and see how I like it. But my goal here is what I really wanted was a nice big bulky scarf, kind of like an infinity scarf. Once you get your desired look, kind of like what I did on the screen there, you're going to take that tail and you're going to wrap it around all 5 of those loops. That's what's going to hold everything together, just like that. And this right here is really all the project is. Completely easy for beginners. You want to secure that tail with a little knot in the back, and then that's it, you all. So you can leave it just like this. You can crochet another little top layer to go around that tail area if you want to look a little bit more cleaned, or you can add some buttons to this. That's up to you. And see right there, I put a little stitch marker there. I'm actually going to go back through this and I'm going to tie all the rows together so that it drapes and it stays put together. I don't have to worry about wearing with it when I wear it with an outfit or whatever. But this is it, you all. This is the actual scarf. It's nice and chunky, nice and soft based off of the type of yarn that we used. And this is what it looks like kind of on a dress form. Head over to my Instagram. I'll try to put some pictures of me actually wearing the scarf over there. Just don't get a lot of time to get a lot of that added into the video before I put it up for you all on YouTube. So that's it, guys. I will see you in my next video. Any questions, please leave them down in the comment section down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.